So, hello fellow Earthlings. This is Earthling 64554633728. And there's humming in the background, and I'm going to talk about religion, politics, and money. But I have not been recording anything because my phone has been broken. I'm going to try to fix the screen myself. I don't know how that's going to go because I don't know when I'm going to order the screen. I've seen some videos of it. Um, Looks easy enough, but you know how these things go. Anyway, I was thinking, a couple hours ago about the fact that normally when you want someone to do something, what you have to do is you have to pay them in ordinary life. But if you can somehow use religion, like if you're a priest or you can, you're an ordinary person, you can use religion, um, guilt trip them, or make them think that this will allow them to get into heaven. Of course, this is not like the Protestant view of it. The Protestant view of um, religion is simply that you accept Jesus as your Lord and Savior, boop, that's it. And there's nothing that you have to do, you know? You don't have to do anything, that's it. You just accept Him and you don't even have to, like, I guess you do have to repent of your sins or whatever. But, if you're a Muslim, or maybe if you're Buddhist, or if you're Catholic, or maybe if you're Anglican, you could probably guide someone along the lines and say that, hey, if you do this, this thing will help you on your way to heaven, right? Because um, as a former Catholic, I can say I disagree to an extent with Protestants because for me it's that you're doing the things to show that you really believe. Oh yeah, the fan sound, that's my computer. I hate recording with that fan sound, and but hey, that's what it is at the moment. Because like I said, my phone doesn't work. Anyway, yeah, you can guilt trip someone, or you can make them think that this will help them be holier, um, and help get them into heaven. Also, if you you can use politics because I'm talking about religion, politics, and money, right? So you can pay somebody, you can make them think that they're going to get their reward in heaven. That does not work for my family, even though they are really, really religious. They're really what's the religious thing I'm supposed to do? Okay, I did it. That's done. All the other stuff, I don't know about that. Um, but yeah, and then politics is, I guess, deal making, you know. That's how you get things done. It's not about business necessarily. It's, let's say if you want power, you need to know how to get power. And that power can be in government, or it can be in the industry that you're in, or it can be in the company that you're in, and you're wheeling and dealing. And I find it so interesting that um, all of these things are things that you're not supposed to talk about, right? And I mean, like most um, heuristics or recommendations or whatever, or guides, um, it's not really 100% accurate because you can easily talk about power, I mean, politics, religion, and money. If you're talking about money, you can talk about other people's money. You can complain about the prices of things. You can talk about how much someone else is making. If you and somebody else and data, the person I heard, that's how much they're making over there, and data. You just can't talk about your own, like the differences between you and someone else's um, money. Like how much do you make? How much do you make? That kind of thing. Or how much did you pay for this? How much did you pay for that? That's supposed to be bad. And politics, like, what political party do you belong to? I mean, you could talk for days about politics maybe in another country. where nobody has a stake. Um, but I suppose within your own country, the political parties, depending on how invested, I like that word, huh? Invested. I need to use big words, I suppose. Anyway, depending on how invested each person is, and if they can be objective, you can have a decent conversation. But I guess it can be kind of hairy because people, I think they've done MRI scans of people when they're talking about what their political party stands for, and the part of the brain that has to do with logic, like, has no blood flow whatsoever. Of course, I'm exaggerating, but the blood flow greatly diminishes to the logical part of the brain. And the emotional part of the brain, maybe that's the amygdala, right? The amygdala lights up because it's like talking to some of my relatives. It doesn't really matter what we talk about. Let's just keep talking and jump from topic to topic and stance to stance and whatever. That can be annoying because sometimes I'm really logical, and then other times, if we're playing for fun, yeah, let's what is the word? Fence. Let's use parries and trusts and just talk nonsense, I suppose. Um, but anyway, yeah. And religion, of course, phew, if you have a Protestant and let's say a Catholic, they can really go at it because both people are really going to believe that their interpretation of God is. But if you're going to talk about, yeah, we're Christians, even though I disagree with your form of religion, and those, Muslims over there, they're a big problem. Or those Buddhists, I don't know about those. Or those Hindus, I don't know about those. So, yeah. But all of those things, religion, you will have achieved nirvana if you do these things that coincidentally would be of a real benefit to me. um, and your politics, of course. Um, what do you want to achieve? Do you want a boat? I can get you a boat if you vote for me. If at the company by election, the shareholder meeting or whatever, if you vote for me, like I'm Elon Musk and I'm trying to get certain things done. So, but these are the ways that you move people. I think they're the primary ways. And of course, things can be, if you are capable of using all three of these, I don't want to say them tools, yeah. I don't want to say like sword or weapon, but yeah, I guess they're weapons. I guess they're tools, depending on how they're being used at any given time. And I think the really smart people recognize that. And, well, I'm calling them smart. I did a piece where I said I used to think that I was smart. The thing about smart and stupid and all that, these things are decided afterwards, right? They're decided when things are done, and then someone says, well, he was smart because he succeeded, and he was dumb because he didn't. Even though it might be the same thing, and it just had two different outcomes, right? So that's kind of silly, but I just, we don't see a lot of times that money has anything at all to do with religion, right? We don't really make that connection. We think, oh, this is the secular world, and it doesn't have anything to do with the purity, the aspiration of religion. But no, there's a payoff. There's a transaction. Heaven, you'll get heaven if you do these things. If you come to church regularly. And then once you've come to church, and we've got you here, oh, well, by the way, I think this guy may be Mr. Trump. I think some of the things that he stands for. We normally vote this direction because we believe in X, Y, and Z. And those are the things that, let's say, conservatives pack into their package to say, yeah, we believe in family values. So come on over, Christians. And I don't know how is it that Democrats try to get people by saying that there should be more equity in the world? Because maybe it's about money. So let's say conservatives often have a lot of religion because religion is usually a very old thing. And you have religion and you can have politics. Politics is also old. And you can have money in there as well. But I don't know to say how it is to say what the Democratic Party is about, because the Democratic Party is supposed to be these days about reform, fixing certain things, um, things that are new. Let's try to incorporate them into our understanding of the world. There's new scientific discoveries that say that smoking isn't good for you. I wonder, I'm just rambling, I suppose, but I wonder where the Republicans, well, I guess Republicans, I think, number one, would have supported businesses, because I'm thinking where Republicans would have been when it came to smoking. Number one, they would have supported businesses, and tobacco was an existing business. Um, they would have supported people's right to choose, I suppose. Um, right to choose certain things, I guess. And hmm, so it should have been Democrats who are on the side of regulating and probably stopping tobacco. Anyway, um, that's me just thinking. I just thought, like I said, I thought that, hey, isn't it funny that religion offers you um, your reward when you're dead, when we don't really have to think about paying you. You can organize, according to what we said, the deal was that you're going to get all of your rewards from God, whether you know, you achieve nirvana or whether or not you get however many virgins or you go to paradise. Uh, you get your payoff when we're dead, so I don't really have to give you any gold or anything like that. As a matter of fact, you give me gold and I will help you get into heaven because it's so great. And then we have money, which is here's your upfront price. And I thought we never see that. We never make the connection that both of these two things are ways to get people to do what you want. And so is politics. And oh, by the way, all three of these things you're not supposed to talk about in good company. So, yeah, I just figured I would ramble on about that for a minute, see how it went. Anyway, thanks for listening, whoever you are, and maybe you want to say who you are. And sorry about the hissing. I might just keep this because I think you understand my words, right? So it's not a big deal, and I don't know who I feel that I am that I need to have just pure sound, which normally has dogs barking and cars passing by anyway. So if it can have all those different things, then it can have the whirring of a fan, right? Okay. Um, thank you very much, and peace. Yeah, I normally say like comment with keeping in mind how you'd like people to comment, but you know what? You do you. Be rude if you want to. And anything else. Peace.